Have you ever reflected on your life and wished you'd made different choices? As we grow older, the decisions we make can either lead us toward a meaningful, fulfilling life or slowly erode our happiness and well-being. The reality is, some mistakes might seem minor at first but can lead to serious consequences over time, such as loneliness, financial hardship, or preventable health problems. In this video, we're highlighting 5 major mistakes people often make in their later years, mistakes that can quietly damage their lives without them even realizing it. These missteps often happen so subtly that the impact isn't clear until it's too late. But once you're aware of these patterns, you can make smarter choices, avoid regret, and take charge of your future. Stick around until the end. This isn't just about avoiding problems. It's about creating a life full of joy, health, and purpose in your later years. We'll walk you through what these 5 mistakes are, why people fall into them, and how you can avoid them to build a brighter, more secure future. If you want to make sure you're not unknowingly limiting your potential, you won't want to miss this. Let's dive in. Number 1, overlooking physical health. One of the most harmful mistakes people make in their later years is neglecting their physical health. It usually begins subtly, skipping a morning walk here, choosing fast food over a balanced meal there. But over time, these small decisions can have a big impact. As mobility decreases and energy wanes, many chalk it up to aging. However, a significant portion of that decline isn't due to age alone. It's caused by inactivity, poor eating habits, and ignoring early signs of health issues. If you've ever felt stiff after sitting too long, or noticed that your balance isn't as steady as it once was, that's your body sending a message. Staying active is essential at every age. The less you move, the harder it becomes to stay mobile, and before long, everyday tasks like standing up, climbing stairs, or reaching overhead become difficult. Weak muscles can lead to poor balance, significantly increasing the risk of falls, which are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. A single fall can result in serious injuries and, in some cases, permanently impact quality of life. Take Henry, for example. At 74, he considered himself relatively healthy, but over time, he began skipping his daily walks. A few months later, he noticed fatigue setting in faster. His knees ached more often, and even short strolls left him winded. Rebuilding his strength took months, and he often wished he'd stayed consistent with his routine. Diet is another critical, yet often overlooked factor. Many older adults assume they don't need to pay as much attention to what they eat since they're consuming less. But in reality, aging bodies need more of certain nutrients, like protein for maintaining muscle, calcium for strong bones, and fiber for digestion. Relying on processed foods or skipping meals can lead to nutritional deficiencies that sap energy, weaken the immune system, and worsen chronic conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes. Skipping regular medical checkups is also a common and risky habit. Many people only see a doctor when something feels seriously wrong, but by then, a preventable issue may have already advanced. Conditions like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or the early stages of osteoporosis often show no obvious symptoms until they become serious. Routine screenings and early detection are key to managing health as we age. The good news? It's never too late to turn things around. Even small changes like adding a 15-minute walk to your day, swapping out packaged snacks for fresh fruits and veggies, or doing light strength training with resistance bands can make a big difference. Prioritizing regular health checkups and listening to your body can help catch issues early and keep you feeling your best. Taking care of your physical health isn't about denying aging. It's about maintaining the strength, freedom, and vitality to enjoy life for as long as possible. Number 2, withdrawing from social connections. One of the most quietly damaging mistakes people often make as they grow older is distancing themselves from friends and loved ones. At first, this may seem minor. You skip a gathering here, make fewer phone calls there, or assume others are too busy to visit. But gradually, this detachment can lead to serious consequences like loneliness, depression, and even a faster decline in mental and physical health. As human beings, we thrive on connection. Staying socially engaged isn't just about having someone to talk to. It's about feeling a sense of belonging, purpose, and emotional nourishment. Sadly, many older adults accept loneliness as an unavoidable part of aging, when in reality, it doesn't have to be that way. Research has revealed that chronic isolation can be as harmful to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It increases the risk of heart disease, weakens the immune system, and significantly raises the chances of developing dementia. The brain needs stimulation, conversations, laughter, shared experiences to stay sharp. Without those, cognitive functions can begin to decline. Take Dorothy, for example. At 76, she started gradually retreating from her social circles. She believed her friends were too busy and didn't want to burden them, so she stopped reaching out. What began as a short break became a long-term pattern, and soon she was spending her days alone, her only companion being the television. As time passed, she felt increasingly down, unmotivated, and disconnected from herself. But everything began to change when she decided to reach out again. She joined a local book club, made a call to an old friend, and invited her grandchildren over more often. Her spirits lifted, her memory seemed sharper, and she felt energized again, simply because she rekindled meaningful connections. Another common trap is relying solely on family for social interaction. While family is incredibly important, expecting them to meet all your emotional and social needs can lead to frustration or disappointment, especially when they have their own busy lives. It's just as vital to maintain a broader social network that includes friends, neighbors, and community members. A diverse social circle leads to a more enriched life and helps ensure you're not left feeling lonely if loved ones are unavailable. Even though modern technology makes it easier than ever to stay in touch, many seniors hesitate to embrace it. It can feel intimidating or unfamiliar. But using tools like video calls, messaging apps, or social media isn't about staying trendy. It's about staying connected. Learning to use technology can bridge gaps in communication, especially when meeting face-to-face isn't an option. The encouraging news is that it's never too late to reconnect. Whether it's joining a local group, volunteering, attending a class, or simply picking up the phone once a week to call a friend, small efforts can lead to big emotional rewards. You don't need to pack your schedule with events. The goal is to maintain genuine relationships that bring joy, mental stimulation, and a sense of connection to the world around you. So if you're noticing yourself pulling away or feeling isolated, take that first small step. Reach out, engage, rebuild those bridges. Your emotional well-being and your overall health will thank you for it. Number 3, resisting change. A major mistake many people make as they grow older is refusing to embrace change. Whether it's new technology, lifestyle adjustments, or evolving social norms, it's common for seniors to resist adapting. This resistance is understandable. After decades of doing things a certain way, change can feel unnecessary or overwhelming. But refusing to change doesn't slow down the world. It only increases frustration and can lead to feelings of isolation. Many older adults believe that new technologies are only meant for younger generations. However, in today's digital world, learning to use technology is no longer optional. It's often essential. From smartphones and online banking to video calls and grocery delivery apps, these tools aren't just modern conveniences. They're keys to staying connected, managing daily tasks efficiently, and avoiding digital vulnerabilities such as online scams. Consider Albert, who at 78 insisted on sticking to his old flip phone. Over time, he found himself excluded from family group chats, missed out on online services from his bank, and struggled with tasks that others completed effortlessly with a phone app. Eventually, Albert gave technology a try. With patience and practice, he learned how to text, use video calls, and even shop for groceries online. What started as a hesitant attempt became a meaningful improvement in his everyday life. Resistance to change isn't limited to technology. Many seniors cling to outdated routines, even when better alternatives exist. This might mean refusing to update their diet to support better health, overlooking home safety upgrades, or dismissing modern medical advice because it conflicts with what they were told years ago. The mindset of, "this is how I've always done it," can be harmful when safer or more effective options are readily available. Change also plays a big role in relationships. Younger generations often have different communication styles, beliefs, and lifestyles. Resisting these differences can drive a wedge between loved ones. On the other hand, approaching generational shifts with curiosity and openness can lead to deeper, more understanding connections. Embracing these differences can create stronger bonds instead of pushing people away. Adapting doesn't mean changing your identity or abandoning your values. It means staying flexible and open so you can keep moving forward with confidence. The world won't stop evolving, but your willingness to grow with it can help you stay independent, empowered, and connected. The more you engage with new experiences and ideas, the more you'll find that change can bring unexpected benefits, sometimes even joy and renewed purpose. It's never too late to try something new. The more you accept change as a part of life, the more fulfilling and exciting your later years can become. Number 4, mismanaging finances. One of the most harmful mistakes older adults make is failing to manage their finances properly. It's easy to think money matters less in retirement, especially if you build up savings or have a pension. But poor financial planning can quickly turn your golden years into a time of stress and dependence. Overspending, underestimating future costs, or failing to prepare for emergencies can cause savings to dwindle much faster than expected. Many seniors assume they have enough, only to be caught off guard by rising healthcare expenses, inflation, or unplanned costs. Financial security isn't just about having money. It's about managing it wisely so it lasts. Even those who were financially stable in earlier years can struggle later on if they don't adjust their lifestyle to match their income in retirement. Take Richard, for example. At 72, he spent freely, traveling, dining out, and generously treating his grandchildren. But by his late 70s, medical bills piled up, and his savings shrank rapidly. With few options, he had to rely on his children for support, something he had hoped to avoid. Had he been more careful early on, he could have preserved his independence. Another common mistake is thinking financial planning ends with retirement. In reality, it remains crucial. Budgeting, reviewing expenses, and preparing for long-term care needs are all essential for avoiding financial hardship. Ignoring these steps can lead to difficult choices and a reduced quality of life. Seniors are also frequent targets for scams, from phone fraud to fake financial advisors. Sadly, trusting the wrong person can wipe out decades of savings in moments. Being cautious, learning to spot scams, and involving a trusted advisor or family member in major financial decisions can help protect against these risks. Financial security later in life isn't about being rich. It's about being smart. Creating a realistic budget, cutting back on unnecessary spending, and preparing for future needs can ensure your money lasts. And the good news? It's never too late to make better choices. Even small changes today can lead to greater peace of mind tomorrow. Number 5, ignoring mental growth and purpose. A major yet often overlooked mistake in later life is giving up on mental growth and losing a sense of purpose. Many seniors assume that once they retire, their time for learning, setting goals, or contributing is over. But staying mentally active and having something meaningful to pursue is vital for cognitive sharpness, emotional well-being, and even physical health. A common misconception is that cognitive decline is unavoidable. While aging brings changes, the brain remains capable of learning and adapting. The real issue isn't age, it's inactivity. When older adults stop challenging their minds, mental sharpness fades. Studies show that lifelong learning, whether through reading, puzzles, or trying something new, can help prevent memory loss and cognitive decline. Take Linda, for instance. At 70, she lost her spark after retiring and spent most days in front of the TV. Eventually, she felt disengaged, forgetful, and lonely. But everything changed when she signed up for an art class at her community center. It gave her a fresh sense of purpose, sharpened her mind, and helped her connect with new friends. Another pitfall is not finding a reason to get up in the morning. After years of raising families or working, many seniors feel adrift without their former roles. But purpose doesn't end with retirement. Whether it's volunteering, mentoring, gardening, or writing, having something to look forward to adds structure and motivation to daily life. Some avoid new experiences out of fear or doubt, believing it's too late. But age is never a barrier to growth. Countless people have started new hobbies, careers, or adventures well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. Growth ends only when we stop trying. Staying curious and engaged boosts mental health, increases longevity, and adds joy to everyday life. Your brain can still grow, and your life still holds deep meaning, no matter your age. Keep learning, stay open, and remember, the best may still be ahead. Final thoughts. Reflect on the 5 key mistakes we've discussed: neglecting health, isolation, resisting change, mismanaging finances, and losing purpose. Aging well isn't about avoiding the years. It's about making smart, intentional choices to enrich them. Even small changes in how you care for your body, nurture relationships, handle money, and engage your mind can lead to a more joyful, independent future. Thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments what you've learned and how you plan to apply it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to support our mission of inspiring and informing others. See you in the next video.